In the year 800, a time of devastation plagues the Earth. After humanity faces a great danger, the world will be ravaged by the introduction of Titans. Titans. Giants that roam the land with no origin or purpose, push back humanity's safety in the three gilded walls. All that is left of humanity lies enclosed with no escape and nobody to assist them. But every story begins somewhere, and the truth will be uncovered, that humanity is not alone. In the year 10, a bunch of people named the Spiritos get pissed off at being oppressed, and so they decide to kill babies. The military fights them off and locks them in cells that will cut off their limbs and shit, and leaves people like Dusty Spirito locked in a cell for the rest of their life. Well, this can't be good. Hey, what's that in the distance? Oh, wait. The military fucks around for a bit with some mad people, but they finally go back outside to take back Shingatsu. Hey, who's that on a hill? Oh, this can't be good. Oh great, there's another one. Surprisingly, a Yellow Titan fights them off, and the military scurries back. The Yellow Titan, named Shane Cartan, reveals himself as the Armored Titan. Shane gets homesick and misses his family, and reveals the people that live outside the walls. Inside the walls there are people named aliens, a small oppressed race with a bad history with the outsiders known as the Mainlanders. Shane gets mad that a soldier throws a bomb at him and runs off. Now on his deathbed, he gives his Titan to the commander-in-chief at the time, Kino. This seems familiar. Now that Shin is gone, the spies from Shiganshina have returned, but now there's a knight suddenly there named the Weaver. The Weaver looks to help, but wants his own stand army within the walls. The military agrees. The Weaver helps out for a bit, but realizes he's being too helpful, and so goes into a town and turns people into his own doll. The dolls attack just like Chucky, but they have guns. The Weaver gets shot and sinks himself through a hole and scurries off. The flying object flies around the walls, but Rogue comes back. Now that Kino has his power, this should help, right? Weaver disappears and Kino is alone. Rogue comes back and regrets his actions, and so he joins Kino in his army. Rogue gets a big episode on the Murray Show and reveals to Kino that he's actually his brother and his Violet family. Rogue fights with Kino for a bit, but an object explodes in the sky. A white Titan drops to the ground. Oh wait, that looks familiar. Weaver gets his ass handed to him by the fucking Violet brothers and dies for the bit. Days later, the outsiders get pissed off that Rogue disappeared, and so the flying object returns and lands inside the walls, and a guy named the Director steps out and reveals that he is the father of Kino and Rogue. He wants his sons to return, but they don't back down, and so he ends up returning to the walls with his army and pulls up to Wall Rose to kill Rogue. The walls can't seem to get their head on straight, and so the military fights each other for no reason, and King disappears. Fuse Leviticus, a sus-imposter, takes the throne and goes to his trolling spree, so he brings back the Spiritos and puts his own spies in there to frame them again to gain reputation. Thus the Spirito leads the pact after speaking with the Weaver and just gains some power for some reason, I don't know. They run a rampage and breach another district because I don't know, shits and giggles. After a short Assassin's Creed campaign, they take down the branches of the Spiritos, and finally, Dusty Spirit comes back and does a speech, only to get shot at. He runs off and cries, but bursts into a lightning, and comes back with the Weaver Titan, and fights in the district against Kino. And the Weaver dies like a bitch again, but the bomb falls out of his nape and explodes. Once again, stupid shit happens inside the walls, but humanity finally goes back outside to retake Shiganshina. Another mysterious Titan appears in Osh. They continue to do this again, but they don't back down, so they go into a bunch of battles, and Kino is just pissed off to the female Titan for killing your husband, which he didn't. But the Blink comes back with the Warhammer Titan and the Attack Titan, unless they change their names, and fights off for a bit and runs off. The military puts on the big boy pants and runs to retake Shiganshina out of nowhere, but when they get there, there's only one gate, but no wall. They attack Warhammer Titan to fight Kino and the female Titan, and run off for a bit. Shiganshina's back! Woohoo! More should happen on the wall, like a nice old man becoming an absolute monster, named Eugene,
My name's
which ends up
Eugene.
revealing himself as a royal named Zephyr Fritz. He ends up removing his whole shtick to find out his family runs inside the walls as the Fritz and the Founding Titan. Heisei Fritz, a former heir to the throne, loses his entire family in a mysterious disappearance, but turns a pedophilic master named the Master, a powerful man with a 12-pack and a big rack. Now the military has lost a sweet old man. A TheXladon gets his rocks off at looking at the military, but as they spot him, he runs off. Creep. Heisei finally gets to work himself to the throne, but during his speech, he's eaten by Antonio Violet, revealed to be the TheXladon on the outsider's side, and the son of Rogue Violet. Days later, the military runs into the forest after a kid went missing, only to find a giant blue-eyed crawling titan with large teeth chasing down the military in the dark. It disappears in the morning, and nobody really gets the notion that it really isn't safe to go in there. The military hopes to catch the Jaws Titan lacking, and so waits till the day to kill it off, but it rushes off. The military, the simp, the cart Titan, looks back to find a girl named Vanessa, which is also the Jaws Titan, who runs into Walmaria and dies by the military. The military looks into anticipation to find out who this mysterious Titan is, but the little boy falls off the nape. Oh! The king, Dry Jaeger, gets pissy with the military and gives his son, Dieter Jaeger, the power of the cart Titan, and so people weren't really happy. After gaining the power of the Warhammer Titan through the retake at Shigashina, they end up deciding who to give it. The decrepit Rogue with the dead Shane. They decide to give it to Shane, and Rogue's body disappears days later. Now that the military has several Titans, the female Titan, the Armored Titan, the Cart Titan, the Warhammer Titan, and the Founding Titan. Now that this elite team is in place, nothing can stop shit.